A Mulberry man was back out near the intersection of Sagamore Parkway and State Street armed with a rifle. It's a story News 18 first brought you Tuesday night. We went back out today to learn more about Jim Sanders, his views, and what he thinks the end result will be to his protest. An eyebrow-raising sight at one of Lafayette's busiest intersections was back Thursday. Jim Sanders walking with a cane, armed with a rifle.
Well, I'm a man of principle. If I didn't do it, I'm not going to admit to it. It's a step.
Sanders is a 45-year-old Mulberry resident, father of 2 with his wife of 26 years, grandfather to 3. He states his occupation is minister. He says he and his wife started up a church in October which meets at several locations, including the West Lafayette Library. He walks to protest a traffic stop in November where he was cited for several infractions. He fought the case in court himself, losing in April. Now he owes $943.50.
I'm not willing to pay for something I didn't do anymore. I've put out enough, given them enough. I'm not going to do it any longer.
Sanders says he carries the gun for a different reason, to protect the valuables in his backpack. Thursday, he called ahead to get permission to walk through the drive-through pharmacy. He walked part of the way from Mulberry Thursday. A friend gave him a ride for the rest.
You recognize the United States? You recognize the state of Indiana
as a
valid institution?
I recognize the Republic of Indiana. I recognize the Republic for the United States of America.
And so began the next 15 minutes of the conversation, which was full of what most would consider conspiracy theories. According to Sanders, the U.S. became a corporation in 1871 with the act of Congress that established Washington, D.C. He also believes that legal documents like driver's licenses and birth certificates should not use all capital letters.
In all capital letters, man's name in all capital letters means a dead man. But no one's going to believe me. That's what the dictionary says. Look up a law dictionary.
But according to an online dictionary, the term he refers to, capitis diminutio, is a Roman legal term which refers to the Latin word for a person's head and losing their legal rights, not capital letters.
No, I do not consider myself a sovereign citizen. I call myself a sovereign man.
Meaning that Sanders follows all so-called lawful laws, including the Constitution, but not statutes or codes. When it comes to driving, as a sovereign man, he says it's a right, not a privilege.
So is it okay for a 5-year-old to drive down the road?
I don't think the parents should allow a child to do that.
But if that child is a sovereign child, who's the parents to tell what the child can do?
The parent is there.
As for the site at Sagamore and State, Sanders says his protest will end when police and the judge come to him with his license so he can go back to driving.
I expect them to do that because they're wrong, not me. They're the ones wrong, not me. I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm not going to pay their extortionist fines.
Now, Jim Sanders made a stop at the license branch today to conduct some business. He was unarmed, but the fact that he's upset about losing his license was enough for the Bureau of Motor Vehicles to have a security guard inside both the Lafayette and West Lafayette branches. BMV officials say the trip happened successfully without incident, but for the time being, for the safety of both employees and customers, there will continue to be a security presence at both locations.
We just feel that at least for the time being, we want to make sure that there are proper security measures just in case. It's not every day you happen to see an individual walking down the street carrying an automatic weapon and talking about his beef with a government agency.
Josh Gillespie says the BMV just follows the orders of the court.